woke brigade are the least tolerant, least inclusive.
Yeah,
the left can just cancel you and you don't have to exist.
You don't have an opinion because
this
this is not open-minded.
They really believe that they are open-minded.
But they actually,
just because they are open-minded to all the people that think in the same way as them. Hi everyone, welcome back to Unpopular Opinion, and today my girlfriend will react to this.
What was the video about?
That the woke people are the most intolerant, are fascist to me. Okay, and you have to tell me what you think, because this video expresses quite well what I think, what I feel.
I want you to define for our audience what you say woke is, because as you know, there are plenty of people who say woke means being tolerant and being inclusive and being kind.
I mean, that is laughable in
Why?
itself. Well, because
Why?
the woke brigade are the least tolerant, least inclusive, and least kind people.
But that is a mass generalization.
Real, actually, yeah, there's something correct, yeah.
If
Because they're like open-minded, but I think them to actually closed-minded. And my friend, close friend, the other day said, Crystal said, you know that the right people, the righties, they can be conservative, but they will listen to you. They're actually listening, and the lefties, they'll be like, no, you're cancelled. No, I'm not. I don't agree. No, you don't have an opinion because this is not open-minded. So yeah.
And they think that they really believe that they are open-minded.
But they actually,
just because they are open-minded to all the people that think in the same way as them, as theirs. Like, okay, it's not that open-minded means that you can be open to listen to someone that disagree with you. Not that you're open-minded with all the people that thinks like you. Okay. And I feel like that, like, if I have to think about all the most intolerant people that ever met in my life, are all the woke kind of people that, you know, you can, you have to be tolerant, but you have to be intolerant against everyone else. Like.
Also the right, some right people, but yeah, like.
But they can listen.
I think
to
they're
you.
both ends. They're both ends. Like if you're too left or too right, it's actually the same.
Think about a video like that. Like there are more people from the right that can watch it. Okay. But the people from the left would say just, no, you cannot say this, you cannot say this, no, I will close the video. While a person of the right that, even if disagree, can watch the video and, you know, and then disagree.
Yeah,
but the left can just cancel you and, you know, you don't have to exist.
Isn't it?
No, it's not actually.
Go on.
No, my whole premise of my book is I'm a liberal. I have nothing in common with the way the woke left has behaved in the last few years. The great irony is they became the very kind of fascists that they profess to hate most.
Yeah, the fascists were the people, I mean, despite the ideas themselves, they were the people that were preventing you from having your own thoughts, okay? The freedom to speak what you thought it was true and not, okay? And they were, you know, taking down people for doing that. Yeah. And now we are in the same situation, but since you're against the fascist, you're a good person. Well, not, you're acting exactly like that, but you don't recognize, you don't see it. And that's why that scares me. I'm scared because I see these people that are dangerous, but they don't realize they are dangerous just because they are, in their mind, they are fighting against the dangerous people.
Do you know this example where one of your friends said that she doesn't want to listen to the concert because they're from Israel?
Yeah.
It's like a lefty. I mean,
this is crazy.
I agree.
You can be a singer of Israel and disagree with your government.
Maybe I agree that they should not be part of Eurovision, like Russia. I mean, they excluded Russia.
No,
so
but
they
she
should
said in a concert in Bari.
Yeah, in
she
Bari.
went to a concert
if it's for Eurovision, I understand that that not to be included, maybe because it's a complicated situation, but. In Bari, I mean...
so like you see someone that is a singer, or you're from Israel...
They're from this country, they don't represent...
They became the scolders, the shamers, the cancellers, in some extreme cases, as with the murder of Charlie Kirk. The murderers of people for their speech. That's not liberalism. Yeah. It's the antithesis of liberalism.
Yeah. It gains actually in their will, desire to be like liberal, they actually get... the opposite, yeah, he's right.
Anti-liberal.
Right. Yeah.
There will be a time, probably not too distant future, when the world will look back on this period and say, let me get this absolutely straight. There was a body of opinion which couldn't be contested on pain of cancellation.
Yeah, think about that. Like there are many things that you cannot see anymore because you get cancelled. Like what in the future?
Even writing shows and Netflix shows or like films now you cannot probably do that
probably
anymore.
There are some rules like you
there are
cannot
rules.
do
I'm sure that they get written. A lot
that.
of people write stuff and then they get edited a lot because you cannot. It's not appropriate.
Yeah, and I feel like there are so less serious, for example, about these topics, topics a little more, we can say, fragile, because they are scared that, addressing that topic not in the right way, they can have, a back attack, like they can attack them for doing that. So they prefer just to ignore it and, talk about something else. So let's talk about a murder, because, no one can say anything about a murder. Because if I do something more social, there will be always someone disagreeing. So I really cannot afford to do that.
What about, for example, I have an example of myself. Let's say I'm kind of against the communism and the Russian influence over Bulgaria. And a lot of people are like that in Bulgaria, but also a lot of people are pro-Russia. And I said kind of no to I had to do 2 shorts from like a podcast from the place I work in. And the woman was talking pro-Russia stuff. And I decided not to post them because I didn't want to give the public this...
You didn't post
I didn't
them.
post, yeah. 2 of them I didn't post. One of the I just posted one about the bags.
What your boss said?
I didn't ask my boss. I asked just the manager, and he was like, okay, it's fine, because I know there's gonna be hateful comments anyway. We're gonna have a bunch of hateful comments.
Sorry,
and also it was a content that I did not want myself to post because I don't agree with it.
Okay, but this is your platform, where this is your magazine, where you decide what can be in and what not.
Yeah.
But
it's
different is that
YouTube
you go
anyway.
to the other platform. It's different if you go to the other magazines to tell them what they can do and what not. This is for me,
That you could allow biological men to compete in women's sport, for example. And people will think we'd lost our minds. And yet the idea that even liberals like me, who put our head over the parapet and said this is obviously ridiculous, and it's not transphobic. I want trans people to have the same rights to fairness, safety and equality that I have, as I'm sure J.K. Rowling did and others. But we were trying to defend and protect women's rights, which have been fought so hard for 100 years. And the idea that was just not only put out there as an ideology, but if you tried to confront it or contest it, you yourself got destroyed. It's ridiculous. So
this is true. Like there are the trans women that they are men.
Yeah.
That can they want to compete with other girls.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Even
with
if
that.
they are stronger.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
They know they are stronger.
Here equality is not equal, so I really think that it should not be allowed at all. It's really offensive to us, the natural women. The woman. It's just not fair because they are born with a man's body, and males' bodies have more testosterone, so it's stronger. So it's not equal. It's not equal. So whoever says that it's okay to be in this competition, it's wrong. It's really wrong.
This idea that any part of the reaction to people that raise legitimate concerns, without a transphobic bone in my body, by the way, I totally recognise trans people. The idea that for doing that you would be treated in the way that people like me were treated, I think is indicative of a group of people who were not kind, they weren't inclusive, they had no intention of being any of those. It was their way or the highway.
Yeah, They cannot accept that you disagree with them. You cannot accept that you can even slightly think
differently.
Because you can even say I accept trans people, I don't have a problem with them, but I don't think they should compete with other women in that sport. And people would say, "Oh, so you're transphobic." No, it has nothing to do with that. But for these people, thinking. But these people have no logical things, so they've just to put
label.
To put the label where how they want, so they can decide that you're wrong for this reason.
Yeah.
Even if you say anything wrong, you're just expressing your thought. And since they label you so easily, you're scared to talk. You're scared so you just want to be out of the conversation.